Hello.
Hey,
Hi. How are
hi,
you?
I'm good. Great to meet you.
It's such a pleasure. I must apologize for yesterday. I was in the studio in a whirlpool of brilliant sound and completely spaced.
No, I already knew that you were in London, so I assumed it was just like a time difference thing. I was like, all right, time
Oh, girl,
difference,
I'm in
whatever, no
Paris.
problem.
I'm in Paris,
Oh,
honey.
shit. Hey, you
Eh.
all over the place. Oh, okay. So I already love the energy on this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm already started recording, just to let you know.
Sweet.
Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my intro. Hey gang, it's Kevin from Frank 151, and I'm here with the one, the only. You might have seen her from that awesome video a couple years ago that went fucking viral. Meta. Am I saying that right?
You know what? It's Mette. I like the
Meta.
T's. Yeah, give me some
Meta.
T's on
Meta.
it.
Ooh, the tea. Well, congrats.
Exactly.
The tea. You want
Thank
all the
you.
tea and nothing but the tea.
Honey, spill it. Let's go.
All right. So first and foremost, congrats
Mhm.
on your single Mama's Eyes. It is beautiful. I love the music video. I love how you went ahead and incorporated that home video just to add more depth to it. I love that. And now it's getting remixed, of course, because that's what happens when hot shit gets released, especially for the summertime. It's right there.
Honey, we
So,
got
how,
remixes. Let's go.
remixes on remixes on remixes. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
So, so how did you come up with the ideas of having multiple artists just interpret their like your original track?
Well, there's just so many brilliant ways that dance music can color a remix. And there's so
Mhm.
many different kinds of dance music, and it's all up for interpretation by the producer, the DJ. And I really, really wanted to hear this song on a global level, really being able to move to all the spectrum of what dance music is. And so, we got some amazing papas on Mama's Eyes, the
Mhm.
remix, the remixes. And I was just like, yeah, it just felt like a moment to celebrate like my lineage as a dancer. And now I'm making this amalgamation of pop and dance music. So
Mhm.
I really wanted to take it there with people who are well studied in their craft in terms of their dance genre, and it's just been a thrill to hear their interpretation of the record in so many different ways. Like, who has five remixes of a song?
I know. I saw that list and I was like, "Get it, bitch, get
It's like
it."
it's like
Yeah. Like that's how you know
yeah.
it's hitting. So, how does it feel to receive so much positive feedback and see your music connecting with the dance community?
Honestly, I to have like the sense of pride that I have for this record, and also, yeah, the way that makes people feel. So
It's a
yes, like the
beautiful
video.
record.
Thank you. The video, I
Beautiful.
think, really like embellished on like how I'm seeing on the record, who I am, like the narrative I'm trying to get across. The video really did that. But then now, with especially with these visualizers that I have for the dance remixes, like, it's been incredible feedback. It just makes me feel like seen in the world, and I just want people to find a little bit of themselves in what I do and what I give. And when that happens, it's kismet, it's serendipitous. It feels like, oh wow, like super grounding, like I'm on this planet with other people who feel. So it's a connecting thing. That's why I love music, and that's why I love songwriting. So it just feels like it's pretty much like perfect.
Mm. I thought that's a great feeling. So let's get into the individual remixes. Not all of them, just the ones that are out now. So
Oh.
can you go ahead and share your thoughts on, and I'm probably butchering his name, and I'm so sorry. I'm one of those people that are notorious in their friend group for butchering the simplest names, and I
Jetro.
hate that. Yeah. So,
Jetro Hudson.
yeah, you already know. You already know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jethro Heston, yeah,
Jetro Heston.
his deep
Yeah.
house edit, and yeah, just
Wild.
share your thoughts on that, his deep house edit, and how he just added a new dimension to that original song.
He totally did. Oh my gosh. You know what? Like, when I first heard these records, I was in the studio and I was bumping them and I was like, yo, Jets goes so
It does.
crazy. It goes so it's given all that depth, right? All that like the way that he's able to like color, and I don't have synesthesia or anything, but the way that he's able to color kind of like the bluer tones in the song and the bass line is like it's insane. So like I'm super honored because I had never thought that that was possible. Like it's such an uplifting anthem, but you know, he's like digging deep into like rhythmically and sonically how like wide, large, and fat the sound can be, which is like sick.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, and then Barry Can't Swim
Barry
brought,
with the horns.
yes, he brought a high dose of energy with the breakout beats and the horn stabs on the remix. So, what was
Yo,
your reaction when you first heard his interpretation of that track?
my mouth like opened probably for the rest of the duration of the song once I heard those horns. All I could think to myself was like, we had horns on the record, but then the addition of horns, like I don't know. I just wanted to dance because you know I love a hit because I'm a dancer. So I'm like, give me
Mm-hmm.
hits, give me horns, give me something to work with. And he absolutely did that. And then he's been playing it at his live sets recently, and I've been seeing some of the footage online, and people are going crazy for that, which I love. So it's just cool how he took a motif that we were working with and he really embellished it in his way and added to it. And yeah, turn up Barry. Well done. He Barry can swim though. Barry's swimming in a whole lot of talent. So I don't know what
That's
he's talking
dope.
about.
So then, Lost Boy Jay's remix introduced a whole bunch of shuffling drum machine rhythms and a deep bass line, creating kind of like an after house atmosphere. So,
Yes.
yeah, so how do you feel about the way he transformed your song into a house flavored cut?
Well, and let me tell you about this. So he's Canadian, right? I'm from
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota. When I learned he was from Canada and like we were neighbors basically, and I also had heard, you know, his track was blowing up right now too. I was like, I have to do this. And like we had like, you know, there was someone with like a deadline or something, but we made it work. Like I literally like was in his DMs like, bruh, I need you to do a remix for this. I'm a huge fan because I feel like what he offers is like, you know, this like very youthful, like effervescent, fun energy. And the way that
Mm-hmm.
he took this very wholesome song about my mom and turned it into this like club, you know, it's like I'm drunk trying to get high. You know, he added this whole other element of just like of party to it that the song otherwise wouldn't have had. And so yeah, I do love this like yeah, it's like after hours feel that he gave. I can see well, I have a visual for that one as well. But in my
Mm.
mind, like if I was gonna make a whole other video, I think what he offered to me was like I closed my eyes and I could see myself literally in some kind of amazing club setting. Probably honestly, if I was gonna go to a club like and listen to that, I want it to be somewhere probably in Brooklyn. Some like I used to go to some cool places.
Mm.
Anyway, I digress. Anyway, going back, but that's what I mean. When you hear a good remix, it can transport you to like to a place, a time, even in
Yeah.
the future, like where you want to be able to like get lifted with your friends and dance and sweat it out. So totally what his did was it just transported me entirely. So shout out Lost Boy.
Shout out to
I'm so
him.
happy. I'm so happy it worked out. I cannot tell you. Yeah.
So then, as an artist, how is it important for you to collaborate with other musicians and producers on projects like these remix packages? And what do you believe these collaborations bring to your music?
Honestly, so you know, I am a musician who is an emerging artist, right?
Hmm.
So even like my songwriting, like I learn from every single person that I go in the room with. So, and I learn from producers all the time. Like this is such a place of like from my own curiosity. I get to like have these amazing master classes and be a sponge. So then when I do these collaborations and I get to collaborate with people who really understand like the integrity and importance of dance music, it just fuels me to like continue to push myself as an artist to like really make sure I'm connecting with people in those spaces. Because the dance floor, it is literally for me like it's a haven, it's a battlefield, it's a safe space. It's it's a place where like we can all connect and like kind of get away from some of those superficial qualities of life. Like you're in each other's faces and you want to dance and you want to sweat, and it's just so amazing. So when I get to do collaborations like this, it just reminds me that those spaces exist and that people like can feel free and like feel lifted in them. And I like that's where I want my music to play. I want it to be a part of that scenario where people are able to just like shed whatever they're going through and just be
Mm-hmm.
with their friends and meet new people. And it's about connection, it's about empowerment. That's what dance music is and stands for me. So when I get to do this with these kinds of artists, it just makes me feel really, I feel really lucky, like really blessed that I get to have that opportunity.
Mm-hmm. So,
So
mom, yeah, it's lit. Sorry to cut you off, but
cut me
so
off.
no, so Mama's Eyes is a deeply personal song. I love it. I can't
Mm-hmm.
say it enough. I love it.
I
Like, I'm
appreciate you.
not like I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Interview aside, I am not a dance girl. I'm an R&B hard. Like, I'm a New Yorker through and through.
Let's go, New York.
That dance song has been on my shuffle. No, and not even Mama's Eyes. You had a joint that was released in 2021, Petrified. That shit has been on my shuffle. I was like, yo, I like this. It's got a
Are
little
you for real?
bump. And it's like, yes. And then on top of that, like the summertime is coming out. I'm an introvert. So I'm like, I've been coming out a little more. I've been coming out of my little
Yeah,
shell because it's
I
nice
got
to
you.
out. I'm like, yo, this song is a bop. Like, God damn. Like I'm from the G like I'm a 93 baby, so I grew up with like G Unit, Dipset, all
Honey, I'm
that hard New
91.
York.
Let's go.
Oh, look at us, Asian like fine wine. Look at us.
Period.
But
There's so much life to live, but I'm with you. And that's where a lot of
yeah.
these influences in my music come from. But it's difficult to put in words. Like I think language is super limiting when you're someone who comes from, especially when we were growing up, like
Mm-hmm.
this multitude and array. There wasn't these like super defined lines in culture. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes now we have them, but it's like, everything is available. We have so
Yeah.
many amazing influences. So I feel you though. I'm so glad you
Yeah.
like that record.
No,
Honestly
I
though,
really like that record.
the song I made last night in the studio here in Paris though is a summer get down, and it has a lot of R&B influences. It's got Janet influences. It's got Prince influences. So I
Oh,
can't wait for you to hear this because
I
this next
can't
record is going to be
wait. Oh,
crazy.
I'm
It's going to be crazy.
excited.
Mm-hmm.
So, getting back to business, gotta be
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
profesh.
Thank you.
So, so Mama's Eyes is a deeply personal song that explores your relationship with your mother. How does it
Mm-hmm.
feel to have this intimate piece of your life shared with the world throughout music?
I mean, honestly, I really the reason why I'm an artist is to feel mirrored in the world, and that makes me feel less alone, and that makes me feel less of an anomaly because we're all connected. Human beings experience the same feelings under different circumstances. And
Hmm.
so for me to share this ode to my mother, and honestly, it's for me as well, though I'm really conscious of the fact that like I have a great deal of privilege when it comes to my relationship with my mom. So the video too is why we wanted to abstract it a bit, because this is really a song for the
Mm,
mothers, and mothering. So it's like ourselves, each other, our sisters, our, mentors, our chosen family. Like
hmm.
it's an important story to tell that like, to recognize. So I honestly, when I was writing the lyrics to the verses, which are super personal and very real, like BB and CC did play in my kitchen. My mother was dancing while doing the dishes. Like all that
Hmm.
is so much a part of it, from my story. It just feels really cool because I know that again, like there's a lot of people who have seen that kind of picturesque moment,
Hmm.
but we don't talk about it usually because we usually are interested in like what's going on physically, trying to tap into like love,
Hmm.
partnership. But I think is we got to pay homage to like the other kinds of relationships, our platonic relationships. So I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm so grateful.
So your career has spanned various artistic disciplines, from singing and songwriting to dancing and acting. How do these different aspects of your artistry intersect and influence each other?
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? It's interesting because it's kind of like me, I'm not half and half of anything. I always think of myself
Hmm.
as a hybrid. Like every part of me in totality is there's no like you can't split me down the middle, my identity. So it's the same thing with being an actress, being a model, being a songwriter, being a dancer, being a musician. It's literally all the ways in which I get to express myself, and they feel so true in their own right. But for instance, if I'm on a movie set, I can get a great idea, especially because I have
Mm.
you can sit in your trailer for a while, but like just observing how actors like maneuver that professional setting like is super inspiring to me. I learned a lot of discipline when I was on the set of Hustlers with J Lo. So,
Mm.
and
That
that
must have been a nice
discipline,
set.
yes, it was. And then that
Mm.
discipline, that I learned in that, and also in dance, from touring for so many years with Pharrell, the discipline I learned from those choreographers, it goes over into my songwriting. And that's like, okay, we got to show up. We have limited time. We got to get to the truth of what the matter is and get it out and create. And we don't have time to waste. So, it kind of all informs each other, but like I think the skill sets are a bit different, but like the purpose driven behind everything for me now is like really clear. It's just like I have an abundant opportunity to live my life to the fullest and express myself, and that's just what I try to connect to in every facet. And even with modeling, it had been years since I had been on a stage, and then I walked for Alexander McQueen, and I felt that buzz of being witnessed, like performing in live, and that was amazing experience that I got to feel. And because I wasn't dancing, I got to explore like the idea of what is stillness like. What is it like to just walk and be witnessed as a model?
Hmm.
I can incorporate that into my live shows now because I know what it feels like to not feel like, oh, I have to fill every space with some kind of 8 count. Sometimes, so that kind of taught me a little bit of something there. And then when it comes to songwriting, it's like all these different experiences give me a great well to pull from of inspiration.
Mm.
So, it's a 360 package for sure.
Gotcha. So you mentioned McQueen, so we're gonna get into that bag. So you recently partnered with them for their
Mm-hmm.
Sprinter Runner campaign, directed by Grammy Award winner Sophie Mueller. Hope I'm saying her last name right.
Yeah, so
Can you,
familiar.
yay, can you tell us a bit about the collaboration and what it meant to you?
Yeah, it was really amazing. Sarah Burton at McQueen, she's always, been very open with like how maybe I've inspired her and her work,
Mhm.
and it's been a mutual pleasure of mine to be inspired by McQueen, and everyone over there is so lovely. But yes, they were like, what do you want to do?
Mm.
We think that we want to do a campaign with you. What are you thinking? And I sat with Soph and we, went over some ideas, and I was like, let's stay in the physical. Like what would Trinity from the Matrix look like if she was doing an Alexander McQueen campaign? Because that's what I'm
Mm.
interested in. I think for me, physicality, and because I feel most I don't know, I feel most authentic when I'm really rooted in my physicality. I think that's probably because of my dancing years. So I was like, how do we kind of extrapolate this physicality into the fashion space? And then next thing I knew, I was like, okay, I'm doing rings and I'm underwater and then I'm going to be jumping on a trampoline and and we went all over the shop. It was amazing. And when I say shop, that's kind of an English term that I learned, which is like kind of all over the place. But they
Oh,
say,
okay.
yeah, but
Bringing
they
the
say
lingo
shop.
from over there over here. I see you.
Well, girl, petrified is a totally a English phrase.
Oh, I know. Me and my sisters, we say this shit here in our fake London accent. We're like, we're petrified, honey. We're petrified.
Darling, I'm positively
Darling,
petrified.
stay
But yeah,
petrified.
that was a
I
great.
was just watching The Crown too.
Were you?
Yeah, I was literally just watching The Crown. I'm trying to finish it.
Oh my God. So good. But yeah, that campaign was amazing. I'm just really thrilled that I get to that people trust, you know, my performance abilities, capabilities, and they love to and we want to collaborate, you know? So
Mm.
like when I was growing up, I used to look at the pages of fashion magazines, cut out all the models, put them on my wall and think, you know, I look maybe kind of like a couple of them, but most of them I don't. And I just never thought that I never thought that it was possible for me. And I know that might sound a bit like cliche to say, but you know, we're living in a really cool time where there's an interest in depth of an artist, you know.
Hmm.
So it's all it can be about the talent, but it's also about like the story, like who are we as people. And I think with McQueen they really wanted to like, I don't know, collaborate from that space of just like something that no one's ever seen in the fashion space before. So to be
Mm.
the subject of that was really cool. I still can't believe it.
It's still not real.
Well, it is real. And I like when I look at, you know, what I've created, you know, over the last, and I'm talking about since I really stepped into the artist space, you know, as a musician, as a
Hmm.
songwriter. When I think about what I've created, you know, yes, I have 2 songs out, but on my phone, in my files, the music that I've
Oh.
made, like the world that I live in when I walk around with
Hmm.
my headphones on, I can't wait to share that with people, even more
Mm.
so. Um,
So you have like a huge archive of just songs ready to
oh,
go, ready like a Nerf gun, just waiting
just
to
wait.
pop,
Oh,
pop,
I like
pop,
the
fire
Nerf.
it.
The Nerf is cool. I like how you use that expression.
Just a Nerf
Um,
gun, just waiting.
yeah, exactly. It's a PG gun. It's a Nerf gun.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you know, I have plans. I had some really cool meetings about those plans this week. But yeah, I've got all this incredible music, but I'm still making more music because it just never ends. Like it will never end. It's a
We
part of
never
my
want
like,
it to end.
no, it's a part of my like daily practice. It's a part
Mm.
of being a creative and an artist. Like I just can't believe that I have the partners that I do who believe in the music that I've made. So now I'm really able to start releasing it to the world. It's just brilliant all around.
So that literally leads me to my next question. With the release of Mama's Eyes and the remixes, what are your hopes and goals for the future of your remix career? And are there any particular projects or collaborations you are excited about pursuing?
Oh my gosh. I want to work with Soul Wax.
Mm.
I actually a friend of mine, Crystal Clear, he's amazing, and I really, really want to work more with him. Um, I would love to like do something with Peggy Goo. I think that'd be crazy. Bless Madonna, obsessed. Um, honestly, I feel like I would really love to, yeah, remixes of my songs, but I really want to go in the studio with dance producers and DJs. I
Mm.
really want to catch a vibe, and I also this summer I'm going to be going to Ibiza a little bit, so that there's going to be some opportunities to get inspired there.
Hmm. I don't doubt that.
Um, yeah, but also like I definitely think that for a majority of my songs, I would love for them to be remixed
Mm.
because again, like that's the space that kind of elevates me. I get such this like, oh my gosh, Honey Dijon, if I could work with Honey Dijon, get out of here. That would be
Mm.
insane. That would be insane. But yeah, these spaces are like dance spaces are just like hollow ground. So I just I owe so much of like the freedom that I felt after COVID when I needed to like get out that pent up energy. I owe it to the to dance music. I
Mm.
owe it to the spaces that, you know, uphold dance music. So and the people like DJs, producers, like it's amazing again how they can I mean, it's like time travel. They're like at the helm of like time travel of you know, people's well-being. Like music can literally transform our world. Like colors can be different with a good song on, and we need some of that. We need some of that in
Hmm.
this lifetime. So yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get into the rapid fire portion, the little have some little fun. So I'm not it's a dumbass question to me. Pete, I was about to ask you if you've been to New York. Dumbass question.
Girl,
Pizza
love
or
New York.
I know. You give off New York vibes. That's why when you said you were born and raised in Minnesota, I was like, wait, I remember that fact, but like the fuck, I would have never guessed. But okay,
Yeah,
so pizza or bacon, egg, and cheese?
pizza. What?
Okay. Okay, and then just because you in Paris, let me go ahead and put a spin on it.
Hit
Pizza
me.
or a croissant?
Pizza. What am I supposed to do with a croissant? If I put cheese, tomato sauce on it and pepperoni, then I'd be happy. But pizza, 100%.
Pizza. Pizza is definitely the
Yeah.
answer, always.
Hmm.
So, your favorite fashion trend right now?
My favorite fashion line right now?
No, your favorite fashion trend right
Trend?
now.
Oh, um, how about bloke core? Have you heard
Blowcore?
of bloke core? Bloke, and then core, core. So it's
No,
basically
I
like
haven't.
dressing. It's like tomboy dressing, but it's like preppy English Ivy League boy prep dressing. So it's like,
Oh,
yeah, it's like rugby t-shirts and like boy jeans and like it's super comfortable stuff, but you kind of just look like, I don't know, maybe you went to some kind of all
like
boys school.
the country club, went golfing with the guys.
Yeah, but then like, we throw some like a cool pair of kicks on it and make it hot.
Oh, okay. That sounds like something I could definitely get into. I'm gonna go ahead and do my
It's
Googles.
yeah, like little boxers with like a baggy with like super baggy jeans, like a boxers and then like a crop rugby tee. I'm into that.
Oh, that's definitely like my wave. Okay, so what's your least favorite fashion trends right now? Like some shit that just
Um
gotta go.
Honestly, I just think high heels have to go because I can't walk in them and it makes my
Yes.
feet hurt and swell and I can't dance right. So that's just like across the board. And yeah, just
Yeah, I'm with you on that one because I tell people like if I can't wear my sneakers, I'm not going. My goal in life is
it's
to wear a dress with sneakers everywhere I go.
yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
gotta walk. What if I have to
Yeah.
hit a 8 count?
Yeah.
Like honestly. And I'm not Beyonce. So she can be
True.
dancing the heels. But one day I will dance in heels, but I have to say, yeah, like it's a forever trend and I just like avoid like the plague because it just hurts my feet.
I get it. I get it. And what song, other than your own, of course, what song is on repeat on your playlist, on your
Oh,
shuffle?
let me actually look right now so I can be completely transparent about this and not try
All right.
look cool or whatever.
No,
Let's go to Spotify. I'm
you're good. You're
honestly,
good.
honestly, the song that I've been playing a lot because I really love the sample in the song. Um, I've been playing "Pop in My Collar" 3 6 Mafia Project Pat. That's the first song that came
That's a
up.
fire song. I'm not gonna lie, I've had International Players Anthem like on
Yo,
repeat on my shit every morning. Oh my God,
honestly,
I'm the type of person to start 9 a.m. I'm listening to Money Men, and I know I shouldn't be that way.
why is that song playing? So that's one of yeah, I think that's a good one. But I'd also put like Jay Dilla "Two Can Win" has been
Oh,
going for me right now.
mm, that's fine. Well, that's all the questions that I have for you today. Thank you so, so much for making time for me, for
No,
us.
thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I guess the Frank team will get in chart. We'll talk to your people to go ahead and let you know when this will be edited, cut, and posted, and all that good stuff. But yay,
Wait,
thanks.
is it a video?
Well, right now our podcasts have been audio, and then
Oh,
like
good, good, good.
yeah, it's been all audio, but trust
Okay,
me,
good.
I hope they're not video. I hope they're not video.
I'd be
Like,
like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, no,
Anywho.
I'm gonna go ahead and make sure if you wanted to not be on video, I'll go ahead and tell them like special request, don't put this shit up, just put it YouTube. Like YouTube, but just put our pictures. Like
Yeah, I
not
like that
not
because I'm not I'm
yeah.
not I'm not giving chic right now. Right now I'm giving
Me neither. Me
I
neither.
was in the
I'm not.
studio till like 4 in the morning, so I am tired. But this is fantastic. I really appreciate you, and your
Thank
questions
you.
are really cool. And it's just lovely to speak to someone from New York. I love people from New York. One of my girls, Crystal's from the Bronx, and I love her so dearly. Anyway, yeah. And people always say, "Are you from New York?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not." But one
You
day,
look
maybe.
like you just give off that. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but you just give off that New York like energy. Like
Period. Poo.
like that too cool for school. Fuck with me if you want to, but you gonna fuck around and find out type of energy. Like, I don't know. You just give it. I don't
That's a
know.
bar. You said too cool for school. Fuck
But
with
you could
me if
fuck
you want
around.
to.
You
Fuck
could
around
fuck
if you
around.
want to.
But you could fuck around and find out.
All right, I'm giving you publishing.
Yay, let me know. We could get these coins together.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh my
well, let us
God.
know when you're in New York so we could do this in person. I would love to.
I would
And again,
love.
enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you have a very
Thank
blessed Memorial
you.
weekend and
It's my birthday on
enjoy.
Wednesday. Shout out.
Bitch, you Gemini?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, Gemini season. I'm a Capricorn, but my mommy's a Gemini, so
I'm a
yay.
Capricorn moon, so
I'm a Taurus moon. I know my whole birth chart. We
yeah,
could,
me
oh
too.
God, they're gonna
I'm
hate
on
me
the
at work for this discussion because they call me like an astro hoe. Because
girl.
I'm the
I'm on
type
the
of person,
Shawnee app all the time.
me too. I'm the type of person that like as soon as I really, really vibe with you, I'm like, sis, I need your birth chart because I need
Period.
to investigate why are we vibing so hard off the first get? Like why? Because I'm a Leo, I'm a Leo rising, Taurus moon, Capricorn sun. So it's
Okay.
yeah, so it's very earthy, but then the
Hmm.
Leo, that Leo little like extroverted pocket comes out little bit,
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
With the main
Yeah. And
that
then
main
add the fact
energy.
that I'm a whole New Yorker, it just like fucking explodes.
That part.
Yup. Yup.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been so fun.
Thank
I feel like a
you.
whole it's just been great. Anyway, see you soon. Thank you.
See you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.